that's in the comments that's going to bring you to my storefront. This is a list of everything that I have. I haven't updated some of these in a while, but I do update it. And I have this new pick of the week that I'm doing. For each week that I go live, I have my picks, and it will include things that you see in the video, like this wig right here, and of course the infamous pink microphone. Then you have this USB-C hub. If you have a Mac computer, you're going to need this to be able to use USB into the Mac. And then a power strip. You're going to need a power strip. I have a power strip to connect all of these lights. And this is something really cute for people that have iPads and, you know, you don't really have the laptop yet. This gives you that laptop feel where you're able to connect your iPad and then you have a keyboard with it, and then it has all of these really cute colors. I think that is very cute for content creators and make things easier. And then the glass, I love these glasses. It makes you feel just, you know, sophisticated. So I have a special cup for coffee and a special cup for tea. So these are my lists. I have a lot of people asking me about content creation and what to get. These are just different picks, and you know, you just find whatever works for you. I do have some cameras on there, Sony cameras. Now, please be mindful of the Amazon Renew. That means that it was damaged and they repaired it. It still could be great cameras, but you just never know what you going to get with that. So you have pretty much everything you've seen on my picks of the weeks is here. Oh, we have more. Just a lot of cute stuff. So take your pick within your budget. Start with what you have and shop my Amazon list. We get straight into it. We have Camron says he identifies as black only. He don't identify as African American. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into BG versus Wayne, Charleston White and transgender, and then we're gonna get into some responses to Katt Williams. We ain't gonna spend too much time on that because I know it is information overload. Everybody is talking about it. So let's get straight into Camron.
Go into the license. When you go fill out a test when you're in school and they ask you this, that, and the third, this, that, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be totally honest with you. And I know we got to get back to our topics. We already a few minutes in. I'd rather fill in black than African American. Because Africans don't even fuck with us.
Wow.
Because they don't.
And Americans do?
Well, you're American, Mace. You're born in America. When you go to the Olympics, and when I say African American, you go over there, they call us Yankees and all that. They fuck with us, but we're not from the motherland. We're from America. So I'd rather say I'm a black American. When we go to the Olympics as a country, and somebody black is fighting from the United States, you don't say African American. You say American. You don't even put a color on it. It's an American fighter fighting a European fighter, or China or Japanese or anything. You're known in the Olympics as an American. It doesn't matter what color you are. You're an American fighting against somebody from Cameroon or Senegal, whatever.
So how do you guys feel about that? As far as Cameron saying that he only identifies as black because whenever you go to the Olympics, they identify you as American. He's saying that everywhere else you're an American. He says that African does not mess with us. He goes on to call out his African brothers and say, you know, shout out to my African homies, but, you know, y'all don't mess with us like that. In other words, he's saying that they don't identify with us as being Africans. And I've heard that a lot. I've also heard Africans say that that is not true. I've never been to Africa, so I don't have that experience myself. So do you guys agree with Camron? Or do you think Camron need to hush? And poor Mace, because Mace is just there. Mace is just there. Camron just up the ante on everything, and he has no chill, and Mace just be taking a straight bullets just there, you know. And Mace asked a very great question, like, what about Americans? I mean, Americans don't mess with us. So I think black will be good. But that's a good way to start off the new year, right? Let's get into Charleston White. Charleston White was on 20 versus 1. 20, what is it? 20 women versus 1 man, or I guess this episode was Unc. And a clip has been surfacing of him and a transgender woman. And let's see what you guys think about that.
You couldn't get 20 women to go fuck. Interview over. Interview over.
My bad. How you need? What's going on?
Quiet.
Man, y'all gonna have me gay bashing. Y'all gonna have me gay bashing. Say, we're gonna ride it. Let's go. I'm gonna go to gay bashing. Y'all gonna go to gay bashing. Y'all won't nothing to do with no punk.
So wait, what's going on? Go ahead.
Man, you ain't finna put me on no screen, no camera, with no sissy, and then have me with 20 bitches, and now you don't want to go get a jacked up funky punk. Nigga, I don't play with punks. You told me with 20 women. Where the punk come from? The contract is void, nigga.
I'm responsible for all
No, nigga, where the punk come from? You told me 20 women. You didn't even have 20 women.
What's going on?
Nigga, the contract is void. So
They saying.
I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is.
What's going on?
Say, my nigga, let's go.
Let's go.
Say, send me the rest of my back in so I can leave, my nigga.
Shit, I ain't got a shit for you.
Who got it from?
You don't finish what you got.
Oh, shit, that team good right now. Let's go, y'all. We go. I ain't finna do nothing, no punk, my nigga. Y'all crazy as a motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie.
Man, y'all crazy as a motherfucker. I ain't doing nothing. Now, let's go, y'all. We go. I ain't finna do nothing, no punk, my nigga. Y'all crazy as a motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie.
Man, y'all crazy as a motherfucker. I ain't doing nothing, no motherfucker. Come on, my nigga, let's go. Man, let's go. I ain't doing a motherfucking thing. Man, you better get me. You better do it.
Come on,
What do you guys think about that? Do you think Charleston White should have finished the interview? I definitely think that, I know you do things for clickbait or things for views, but that was going to piss Charleston White off, and they knew that. So for Charleston White to say, when my back end, he said, I ain't give you nothing if you don't finish, they should have waited to the end of the segment to even add him in there. That should have just been some, behind the scenes stuff, not in the middle. So I wonder what Charleston response is going to be to that. Do you think he should have finished the interview? Or do you think he did right by leaving? Now, when it comes to the LGBTQ community and the rest of the culture, I think that there has been a barrier between understanding it. I think from what I have read or what I have been hearing is that transgender women feels like it doesn't matter that they are women and that's it. But I also think that, it should be a preference. If there are some men that like transgender women, and if that is their preference, they could be open with that. But I don't think that it could be assumed that every man is open to transgender women, regardless. Now, she looked very good. So I can understand how that, that sexuality was questioned, So what do you guys think about that? Do you think it was disrespectful for them to even put that in front of him? I think it was, and I expected him to do everything that he did. It's Charleston White. Next, we're going to talk about BG and Lil Wayne. So, guys, I'm going to play this clip really quickly, and it is sped up, so I'm going to play it a couple of times, only because Facebook will lock me up for copyright and all of that crap. And we don't need that. But I definitely wanted you guys to hear the lyrics of what he said in his new track with Finesse.
And my nigga Weezy steady torn, but he's a bitch and it's showing. I'm still a living legend, don't act like you didn't know it. But
so I just feel like Albert, you talking about Charleston White? Yeah, so I feel like this whole thing with BG in our mind, we feel like, why even bring it up at this point? It's been umpteen years. That's one end of me. But the other side kind of understand, BG has been in prison for all of these years, and maybe he had it on his mind, of what's going on between him and Wayne. Now, if you wasn't following or don't know the background, Wayne was pretty much beefing with any and everybody who left Cash Money. Now, at this time, Juvenile, Turk, BG, they left for whatever reasons. BG was on drugs. According, the story was that, BG was just bad on heroin. And I think Juvenile was a little bit too. And they were missing shows and things like that, but they ended up leaving. Now, Juvenile had the biggest hit with Cash Money with, was it Back That Thing Up? Yes. So Juvenile left. Cash Money was just like, what are we going to do now? And, that's when Wayne came to the front. Now, Wayne had always been there. Wayne has always been rapping. But Wayne was the little brother compared to, BG them. They were the grown-ups and he was the teenager. So it was time for him to fill the spots of what they left. Wayne has always considered Birdman as his dad and credited Birdman to a lot of his success. So when the rest of the Hot Boys, members left, Wayne said, F everybody who loved Cash Money. And BG said, well, I love Cash Money, so you're talking about me. So there was a little back and forth between them at that time. This is like the early 2000s. And then that's when Lil Wayne did Miss My Dogs. And they wasn't feeling that. They just was like, BG appreciated it. BG appreciated it, but I think it was Turk that wasn't really feeling it. And it was a lot of back and forth about the teardrop on his face. Guys, I remember this because I was a teenager reading this in a magazine. I think it was Vibe magazine. I remember it like yesterday. And, they was questioning the teardrop on Lil Wayne's face, pretty much saying that, Lil Wayne did that for art. He didn't really earn it. He didn't really pew nobody to earn the teardrop. Like, bro, you a youngin'. You just doing stuff to your face. You don't even know what this means. So I do remember that being a back and forth. Maybe Wayne just was like, Wayne eventually got in a tour with Birdman. We remember that. Wayne said that, he wanted to commit, can I say that? He wanted to unalive himself because he wasn't able to rap anymore due to him and Birdman. He was able to put out songs. At that time, Birdman was pushing Young Thug. And that's where a lot of that drama, we're finna be talking forever. I love this cup. It's so cute. Woo! So, during this time, this is probably 2018, 17, 18, 19, maybe before that, around that time. Young Thug came part of Birdman, Cash Money, what is it, Young Money Records, whatever Birdman part is considered. And Birdman wanted to push Young Thug. And Wayne wanted to put out music. What is that? Sorry, guys. And Wayne wanted to put out music, and Birdman was like, it's not the time right now. It's not the time right now. We're pushing Young Thug. And Wayne went into a deep depression. Wayne felt like, you're holding money from me. You're telling me I can't record. Birdman's story was that, Wayne never had to worry about nothing. The only thing he ever had to worry about was rapping. So he don't understand the business side of it. So, they had that dispute. I think we all remember that. What's the point I was getting into? Yeah. And then, Wayne and Thugger, they had their beef. And, with the YSL Rico case, we found out that allegedly Thug, had Wayne's tour bus shot up. But Young Thug was explaining Wayne's arrogance. Thug tried to dap him up, and Wayne, just looked over him. So I'm getting the same arrogance is what BG is saying. I think that it's horrible for the culture right now. I think that whatever BG and Wayne have going on, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Unless, they done something to your family or, with your integrity. But as far as words, I don't really think that it's really worth it for the culture. Everyone is banking on a Cash Money, a Hot Boy reunion, and Birdman said that it's going to happen regardless if all of them are there or not. I would like for everybody to be there. I would like to see BG, even Turk, hell. It's just great for the culture, and I really hope that everybody could come together for the sake of that. And it does. I'm in the middle. I don't know if BG is doing that for clout or if he was just really giving his opinion. What you guys think? Do you think BG is just need to let it go? I mean, because what can really happen? Wayne can respond. I mean, Wayne is lyrically better than BG. I don't know. I just don't understand the point of that. So we're going to get into Katt Williams. I'm only going to get into Ludacris's response and Faizon Love's response. And we're going to get into a little bit of background about Katt Williams and Faizon Love and where that beef started. And the accusations that Faizon Love spit out there with Katt Williams. And let me know what you guys think. And then in the end, I'm going to have my opinion of everything.
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200?
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
200 million. I might need to get me one of the more women look the same.
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress. And
First off, this is Ludacris' wife, Edoxie. She is from the continent of Africa. And she does not fit the description of an ugly-faced wife. She is very beautiful and gives natural beauty. And she may not be your taste, but she does not fit that description to me. What you guys think about that? We're going to get into Ludacris's response. I definitely think I'm going to hold that for later. Let's get into Ludacris's response real quick.
Whatever's heavy on my heart is always on my mind. Like Snoop's cannabis shredder, I'm always on my grind. They throwing shade cause niggas could never take my shine. I bring my watch collection on my jet, let me take my time. Like fine wine, I'm aging like Benjamin. Top 5, I'm worth mentioning. Bring me rappers, I'm lynching them. See the pendulum swing, Jesus with diamond thorns. Ludacris, swaddled in Gucci linens when I was born. Never been Illuminati, only Illuminati. And I only left with bitches when coming from any party. Now I'm married with kids, the evolution of life. Never been a clout chaser, never say shit for likes. R.I.P. John Singleton. You never have to flex when you earn every one of your Fast and Furious checks. Afro with the sideburns, yeah, that's my signature. Addictions on the comedians, check your temperature.
What y'all think about that freestyle? I liked it. Listen, Ludacris is on my top list of underrated rappers. Underrated entertainers. I think Ludacris is the full package besides singing, of course, but I think his strengths is his delivery, his creativity. I think Ludacris has been slept on. I really don't. Ludacris doesn't give Illuminati vibes. Ludacris doesn't give real powerful, on top of the world, you know, what Illuminati vibes give. Ludacris seems like he get his money and he's put away. Now, according to Katt Williams, this Illuminati package was you get money and a wife. He didn't say anything about, you know, his integrity, homosexuality, or whatever the case may be. So if Ludacris is a part of the Illuminati, I think he got the good package. And that's probably the package that Katt Williams was after. Because he didn't say he turned it down. He said that I didn't get it. I'm not mad at that. He did not say that he did not turn that down specifically in that part of the interview. In that response, Ludacris shouted out John Singleton. Now, a little background history on Ludacris and the Fast and Furious brand. Ludacris appeared on Fast and Furious in the second installment, which was Too Fast, Too Furious. I know you guys remember when he did the song. I remember the Act the Fool song. So Ja Rule was supposed to be the person to play that role, according to John Singleton. May he rest in peace. Ja Rule was like in his bag with Murder Inc. This is John Singleton's view of it. This did not come from Ja Rule, but you know, Ja Rule was in his bag. He was making money. You know, Murder Inc. was on top. They was beefing with 50 Cent and later got dropped. That kind of rhymed. But Ja Rule wasn't answering the phone for John Singleton. Now, at this time in the early 2000s, you know, John Singleton did Baby Boy around that time. So maybe Ja Rule just was like, yeah, whatever. You know, it wasn't, you know, Fast and Furious, the first installment was a good movie, but it wasn't as big as where it's at now. So Ja Rule was not answering the phone. And then that's when John Singleton reached out to Ludacris. Now, let's consider that Katt Williams' story is true. Were they going to offer this package to Ja Rule first? Like where did the Illuminati come in at with this if Ja Rule was originally supposed to be on that installment? So, yeah. This is a lot. So as far as the 20 movies, Katt Williams, he's kind of right. He's right there. It's damn near 20 installments. Fast and Furious has a total of 10. And so much has happened since then. I really wasn't able to find if John Singleton had anything to do with the rest of the movie installments, but you know, a lot has happened. That one actor, I can't think of his name right now because this is my second time doing this video and my brain is fried. But Paul Walker died in a you know, a car racing accident. I think that damaged the brand. So maybe they were going to do a 20 movie installment, but as of now, it's only 10. 10 was the final, and they're going to have 2 parts installment, which is a total of 12 installments of Fast and Furious. Now, personally, I think Ludacris got the strays. And you know, the question that Shannon Sharp asked him was, you know, are you and Ludacris related? Why did Shannon ask that question? It's just so many questions that I have about this interview that is just not connecting the dots for me. Katt Williams is smart. I think Katt Williams know how to answer questions, you know. I definitely think Ludacris caught a stray in that. And his wife is beautiful. She is absolutely beautiful. And, you know, she's not the Instagram type. You know, she's not using him, you know, to big up her. She's just her. She's just a wife, a mother. You know, I think from on the outside looking in, I really like what they represent as a couple. You know, they minding their business. And on her page is promoted her daughter, you know, their daughter's book. I don't see anything wrong with them. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into Katt on Faizon. So we're going to get into what Katt Williams said about Faizon Love, and then we're going to get into some background. And guys, we're going to have to sit through it because Faizon Love really stretched out the story a lot.
Every movie, like, you just gonna take your shirt off on every movie? Like, why does it say that in your script? Man, every movie, movie? Like, you just gonna take your shirt off on every movie? Like, why does it say that in your script?
Man, let Big Worm live. Let him breathe, Cat. Let Big Worm breathe. Stall him out now.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
No, I ain't got no allegiance to the man. But you gotta admit the role that he played, Big Perm in Friday now. You gotta give him credit for the role now. Come on now.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
If what you're saying is correct, why wasn't he in next Friday or Friday after next?
I mean, his role,
it wasn't good. Sorry.
There was a lot of people that appeared in the first one that weren't in the second one, Cat.
I'm just telling you why. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that there's a news flash that there are.
So Katt Williams is saying that all of their roles wasn't good. Katt Williams came in and he murdered it. Now, I wonder if Katt is going to come for Shannon Sharp in the future. That's just something that's on my mind. So, Katt Williams says that Faizon Love was not in the second installment of Friday because his part wasn't good. He's not funny. This is what Faizon Love says. This interview was recorded a few years ago prior to this interview. And this is Faizon Love's story on why he didn't return to Friday.
The money. Like, they asked me to be in Eric Cuba's, asked me to be in it. Oh, you want to do a second Friday? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Then they wanted to give me scale plus double scale. So scale was 2,500, right?
Right.
So double scale was 5,000.
Right.
The day after I said no, I got called to do a film for Warner Brothers called Replacements, and they paid me $100,000. So I'm like, see, I ain't crazy. And $100,000 back then to do 3 works, he was like, hell yeah.
Right.
So Faizon Love, years ago, says that he didn't return to next Friday because of money. They was only offering him $5,000, and I can see that being true. I can see Ice Cube being an independent filmmaker going to get someone newer, which was Katt Williams, which is why they did the audition for the new role. And Faizon Love's timeline adds up. He did indeed do the Replacements in 2000 or 2001. Now, whether or not he made $100,000, we don't know. So, whose stories do you believe? Do you believe Faizon Love's story on why he didn't return to next Friday, or do you believe Katt Williams? He just wasn't good. He's not a good comedian. And I think that's subjective. But as far as the facts, whose story did you believe? Now, I do want us to get into the background of Katt Williams and Faizon Love, because this has been going on for years. And we're going to skip through a lot of this interview because, you know, Faizon Love is one of the people that when he tells a story, he gets long-winded, like me. So that's what the playback button is for. We're going to get into that now, as soon as I pull it up. And this was done... Yeah, my TV acted crazy. I can't tell.
Well, you and Katt Williams got into it back in the day. Back in, I guess, 2012.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I guess he owed you $50,000?
Yeah.
Katt Williams owed Faizon Love $50,000.
We're going on tour, and I was just getting my legs ready for tour. So me and Katt met. His name, Katt Williams was a hammer, bitches around him, and he has a dog. He said, "Man, you should open for me." So
we'll skip past this part, and we're gonna get into. We'll get into him telling us about Katt's character, which lines up with what everyone says about him.
He is, I'll give you a shirt off his back.
and will help you anytime. I've seen him give, hey man, you know, a loving guy.
His real name is Micah?
Micah. I love Micah. Micah is so respectful and so encouraging. That's the guy I was like, okay, we're going on tour. So, I'm
drinking coffee this way.
It's a Katt. Let's go to Vegas. He says, no, I want to hang out and go see Jeezy. No, let's go. Because I was like, you the only one you're going to listen to. Right?
So before we get into the rest of the interview, I think it's important to note that he says that Katt as a person is a very encouraging, sweet person that will give someone the shirt off his back, and multiple people in the industry has stated that. Multiple people have stated that. Boosie has stated that. Up and coming comedians have stated that. Whoever Katt messes with at that time has stated that he's that type of person. Faizon Love is saying that that is the person. He's pretty much saying that Micah and Katt Williams are two different people, which I really think that, you know, Katt Williams could be on, you know, bipolar disorder, like Kanye West. And I think we should probably take it like that accordingly. That's just me. So I do think that what I respect about this part of the interview is that, you know, he's not down in his name. He's giving him his props of being a good person, of being a nice person. And we're going to see what actually went sour between their relationship. Now, again, guys, this interview was years prior to Katt Williams' interview recently.
Let's go to Vegas. We got to show that. You and LA. And he stays in Vegas, and there's a big brawl. He's right in the middle. Jeezy. We're in Vegas. So anyway.
So he kind of skipped over that, but I'm going to talk to you about it. So what he's saying is that this was Katt Williams' tour, his headlining tour, and Faizon Love was opening up for him. They had to be in Vegas next. Katt Williams wanted to stay behind, and he wanted to go and see Jeezy in concert. Now, as being, this is what, 2011? Katt Williams wasn't really like a top comedian at that time, but as being a comedian who is serious about his business, you know, a lot of people would have just, you know, bailed out on seeing Jeezy. I mean, you're a comedian, you can see him anytime, you know, but Katt wanted to party. He wanted to go to the concert, and there's a brawl. I want to find a video. There's a video of Katt Williams getting into a fight at Jeezy's concert to where Jeezy had to stop the show. Katt Williams was beating on his chest, beating on the tables. Looked like he was a little high, maybe drunk. I wasn't there, I don't know. So what we're seeing right here is someone who is talented and, you know, is mixing business with pleasure, doesn't have that balance, is what I'm getting from that, in which a couple other people have attested for with that. Faizon Love skipped over that, and I really think he was trying to be respectful. So now Faizon Love is about to get into Katt Williams allegedly owing him $50,000.
But he wants to pay you $1,000 or something like that. Where's that at? Michael Blackson's there. Katt comes to my room like 14 minutes. Like, what's up with the money, blood? Straight to it. He goes, well, they said now he turns into Katt. He's a Katt Williams now. When I heard no blood, fuck that. Fuck all these niggas in here. He said, get it. On blocks.
What was that?
I'll be right back. He goes upstairs. Black comes to me. He said, hey, why don't you come upstairs? Go upstairs. He counts somebody out. All right, let's go do the show. He did Cincinnati. But after that, it was 5 other shows. they did 10 shows, and they said I'm gonna be there, and when they would show up, they would say Faizon Love couldn't be here, he's sick. And somebody asked him, where's Faizon at? And he said Faizon couldn't fill this room if it was his funeral. And I said, I'm gonna fuck this little motherfucker up. I'm about to fuck this nigga up. He done said the wrong shit. That's that bullshit. So I was like, yo, not only you out of pocket, nigga, you owe me 50 grand for all those fucking places that you advertised me for.
So, I don't know. Faizon skipped over everywhere. So it sounds like that once Katt Williams didn't want to pay him his money is when Katt started doing jokes about him and Faizon was offended, which personally, as comedians, I think I have that impression that comedians take jokes. Like, you could talk about them and they don't take it personal. But it seems like Faizon Love is taking it personal because it's probably already beef. So I'm not even going to get into too much of the rest. We're going to get to the point of it. He goes on to explain that that Katt Williams pulled out a GUN on him. It didn't have any bullets, so he chased him around and he was out of breath. They was back and forth into it. Katt Williams got arrested because he was running outside of the Los Angeles hotel parking lot with a machine gun. Katt Williams accused Faizon Love of snitching, and Faizon was just like, I didn't have to snitch. You were just doing this in the middle of Hollywood. Katt Williams then linked up with Suge Knight and wanted Suge to Kill Faizon, but Faizon says that him and Suge go way back. Katt Williams was new to Los Angeles. He didn't know that. So that's where the beef started with them. And Suge Knight has a podcast. I really want to hear his take on the story because we need every side of the story. So we're going to get into the end of this.
Well, you said that Katt Williams is gay.
Yeah, I think he's gay. I think he's hiding in his closet or whatever.
Okay. Is that because you're mad at him, or do you?
No, because I can see him. Lena, who's been riding with him for years, this girl has his back. I mean, whenever I see a guy really abusive to a woman for no reason, then she can't defend herself. And then, and the little antics. That's a little weird. You're hiding something. And then he got caught in Atlanta with a boy in the closet. Katt, with the 911 call. The Katt Williams won't let me go home.
And Faizon Love just resurfaced that video yesterday, and I have it here.
County County 911, operator 106, first show emergency.
I'm being held against my will at an house, and I need
Okay, do you have the addresses of the house?
30.
Okay, and what's your name? Okay, and you're calling from 504?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and who's holding you against your will?
A man. His name's Katt Williams.
Okay, and do you live with this person? How do you know them?
He was a friend of mine.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me get.
So, I played that to show to kind of get a background story of what Faizon was saying on why he thinks Katt Williams is GAY. He's closeted and is hiding his true sexuality. Now, we don't question Katt Williams. We don't question Katt Williams because he is the one that is exposing everyone that's trapped in the closet. I don't even know why I'm drinking this. It's just here. We don't question Katt Williams because he's the one exposing everybody. So if he's the one exposing everybody, then we naturally take our attention off him. But that report of him with TMZ is very true. The young guy was 17 years old. There were no arrests made in that case. TMZ obtained the footage. And we really didn't hear anything else about that. This was in 2009. Now, after that is when he was with Hazel E and all of those things, and I think that was a part of the Illuminati package that he probably tried to clear his image. Or maybe that was just his way of trying to clear his image, So yeah, do you guys think Faizon Love is being bitter, or do you think he's being very genuine when he say that Katt Williams is closeted and hiding all the antics? Now remember, this was done years prior to Katt Williams' interview. It was not a response. His response was posting that 911 resurfaced video that no one is talking about.
County 911 operator 106, first your emergency.
My take on that is, when it comes to the industry, guys, I wouldn't put nothing past nobody. Now, if Katt Williams was, if Katt was retired, on a farm somewhere, on an island somewhere, and not in the industry, and he just so happened to do an interview and, telling what he's experienced, I probably would have taken his story, more to heart. I probably would have felt like he was trying to enlighten the mass and give us information and expose everyone for our benefit. But because Katt Williams is on tour, I definitely think it was part of his marketing plan, because his tour begins next week. Perfect timing. And I don't have a problem with that, because, we're all going to be victims of some type of propaganda. If this propaganda is out here exposing people, so be it. I'm okay with that. I do think that, he put a lot of fabrication into it to big himself up. For instance, with the Ricky Smiley, saying that he put it in his contract for him to wear a dress, saying that Steve Harvey stopped stand-up comedy because he, I don't know if I can say that word, because he beat him in the stand-up comedy. And with that, it's like, it's truth in this fabrication. That stand-up comedy championship was in 2008. Steve Harvey did his last stand-up comedy in 2012. So it is true that Katt Williams did, he beat Steve Harvey in that. But we can't say that that's why Steve Harvey stopped doing his stand-up comedy. I think Ludacris got the stray bullets. I don't know. I just really don't see the correlation of him and Ludacris there. So I feel like it's just co-workers fighting. And guys, I'm exhausted. I'm sorry. Because this is my second time recording this video. I think I said that already, but I'm going to say it again. So I'm trying to remember everything I said in the first video. So yes, so I think that with this entire thing of the comedians, I think that we're watching co-workers fight. And it's rich people problems, literally. Because we have a group of wealthy men on different levels, but they're wealthy. He's saying that these men wore dresses to get the money, or these men took this package and got a wife, and all of these things. But in a parallel field, the acting field, you have women who have possibly done things to get in the positions that they're at, who've done the sex scenes, who've done all of these things in which people will feel like is void of their integrity, and they're still not getting paid what they deserve, i.e. Taraji P. Henson. So it's really just rich people problem saying that, you got this much, this much because you did this. Katt Williams is he's well off. He's touring, he's making money, and I think that it's just a competition in the profession. So I'm not even going to think too deep into that. Guys, let me know what you think about everything. I hope I hit all my points. This will be up on YouTube. We will be going live Tuesdays and Thursdays only, starting next week. Let me know the topics you guys want me to talk about. And that's gonna be it for today. This is the first stream of 2024, and my God, was it a journey. I'm about to go to bed. I'm recovering from this little sickness, this cold. So I definitely need to lay down. I've been through a lot of changes within these past few weeks. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the comment section. Bye-bye. that's in the comments that's going to bring you to my storefront. This is a list of everything that I have. I haven't updated some of these in a while, but I do update it. And I have this new pick of the week that I'm doing for each week that I go live. I have my picks, and it will include things that you see in the video, like this wig right here, and of course the infamous pink microphone. Then you have this USB-C hub. If you have a Mac computer, you're going to need this to be able to use USB into the Mac, and then a power strip. You're going to need a power strip. I have a power strip to connect all of these lights. And this is something really cute for people that have iPads and you don't really have the laptop yet. This gives you that laptop feel where you're able to connect your iPad, and then you have a keyboard with it, and then it has all of these really cute colors. I think that is very cute for content creators and make things easier. And then the glass, I love these glasses. It makes you feel just sophisticated. So I have a special cup for coffee and a special cup for tea. So these are my lists. I have a lot of people asking me about content creation and what to get. These are just different picks, and you just find whatever works for you. I do have some cameras on there, Sony cameras. Now, please be mindful of the Amazon Renew. That means that it was damaged and they repaired it. It still could be great cameras, but you just never know what you're going to get with that. So you have pretty much everything you see in my picks of the weeks is here. Oh, we have more. Just a lot of cute stuff. So take your pick within your budget, start with what you have, and shop my Amazon list.